Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And in this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes, I am showcasing G.I. Joe Classified Airborne, Franklin Airborne Talltree, G.I. Joe number 115. Yeah. So yeah. I've always been kind of conflicted with this guy because, he helped confuse me when I joined the army. He was called Airborne, but more air assault than anything. So, yeah. He jumps out of copters to me, to me, he's more air assault than airborne. But usually, people with, usually have both wings, air assault and airborne. But yeah, here's what the package looks like before I open them up. Side art. Yeah. All right. So break them open. Franklin Airborne Talltree. Okay. So obviously they don't do the lockers no more. So just everything is as you see. So you can see if it's messed up or not. Off rip. And interesting. So there's no cuffs, which is cool. Nothing to cuff them. They're still entrenched somehow in this package. I know, sorry guys. You gotta put up with the sounds. But yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize how noisy he's gonna be. Yeah, okay, so let me lower the camera for y'all so you can see better. Well, I'm not sure where those parts come from. And, I'm not familiar with it. And to be fair, it's not like I have every single Joe yet, so I don't know what buck they chose. I know it's not wolf spiders because his knee pads are clearly different. I don't know who used these knee pads. I think the closest thing are vipers, but not quite either. Or maybe they are. I don't know. I think they are. But do they match? If they do, it's like upside down. And I don't know. Probably not. But they're similar. Yeah, no. I guess it's a new thing. I don't know where they got that from. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking really cool. Yeah, I know it's military fantasy, so not everybody could wear uniform the way. Otherwise, it wouldn't. I mean, they could, but what toy would sell without flashy colors back in the 80s? You needed, all these different colors. So, see, come with this knife. Yeah, very goomy. Put it in his chest right there. All right. Let's see. Get his pistol out of here. Comes with that. Put on his holster. Yeah, it looks like he has Duke's like a backpack, shovel and stuff, entrenching tool and everything. I have to confirm. I haven't looked at that backpack in a minute. but it looks, that's the first impressions I get. And it looks like the same gun that comes with uh, Stalker. The Actually, no, not with Stalker at all. This with Fire. I think Firefly. This might be Firefly's uh, piece. Because Stalkers. Well, let's just show you what Stalkers looks like. Yeah, not the same at all. Right. So yeah. Originally he would come with like a M16 with a bayonet on it or something from the OG line, but it's all right. The good news is your boy's got a lot of M4s, so I can just arm him up with that. Just no fixed bayonets or on it. So yeah, okay, cool. Now let's put on his headgear. Looks like the same helmet that would normally go for rock and roll, I think, but I could be wrong. I gotta check. Oh Lord, this part's kind of hard to take off. Yeah. So this right here, or he could go. Let's see, right here. Kind of cool. So you could do nods with 4. You know, his Night Force stuff version might be pretty dope if they even make one, but I hope they do. Especially since they're making Night Force of like Ripcord and Crazy Legs, I believe. So yeah. Hang on, let me bring this up so you can see. There you go. Kind of, you can see his eyes though. Yeah, these things need to go a little lower. A little. There you go. But yeah, no, I probably won't be doing that. There's his goggles, which you can wear. Hang on. Yeah, and the ranks kind of confuse me too. That's not the way we wear ranks, but to be fair, I joined in the 2000s and not the 80s. So I don't know what kind of efforty they were doing back then. Cool. Yeah. And then his Kevlar would rock this cover. Ooh. Yeah. At least that's the way the Kevlar should be, right? Yeah. Kind of cool. But yeah. Not bad. Of course, his joints right out of the package are super stiff. It's going to require me to heat these bad boys up to, you know, do something about it, really. But the great news is he's good looking. Let me try to pan out so you guys can see more of him in his full glory, right? Yeah, there you go. Since these guys are both copter kind of dudes, I hope they do make a Night Force version of Airborne so that these guys could hang out. I mean, you can hang out now, but you know, colors that are more congruent with Night Force would make more sense, I think, especially for nighttime missions. You know what I mean? Yeah, infantry. So, okay, let's see if he matches up well with other known infantry guys, right? The rest of the infantry, kind of cool. I'm sure he would much more, rather hang out with Grunt and well, he's not any of the original uh 13. He's still OG cool, you know. Um, the colors are congruent, at least with him and the 60th anniversary guy, so not too bad, right? Um, yeah, I really don't have other Joes right now to line them up with to a congruency test. I guess there, I mean, I do have. Oh man, this is gonna come across really. Oh, really, you really, Coco? Moment, really? Just cause, right? He's the only one I have out in display right now. So yeah, I know. He's one of my guys who I love to have in display because he looks really good. So just coincidence that he just happened to, guy that I got here. Um, I mean, I do have one other character that he can look like but I don't know. All that green just doesn't seem to match. He doesn't pass the congruency test, but it's not supposed to be congruent, I guess, because back then everybody wore, just kind of wore whatever's, right? But um, yeah, this is a good look. I like the way, just in general, the accessories. When I think take the time to look at it, the way these are put together, they're getting better and better. You know, I don't know when I get retro Recondo and put them next to each other, it'll hit differently, right? But in the interim, this is all this is who I got, and yeah, they look sharp together with their new, you know, 6-inch versions of themselves. Mutt looking real good. Um, yeah, I can't wait till Law and Order show up because I'd like for Mutt to hang out with him too. And yeah, I can't wait till the Dragonfly. When I get that, I'm gonna have him definitely airborne hanging out to do air assault missions. Well, yeah. I really don't know what to say, folks. I mean, I gotta take a heat gun to this so I could show you guys the joints because it's on the stiff side, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys know how Joes usually go. They're, you know, um, sure you could do all the way 90, just kind of stiff though. So just bear with me as I try to make it happen, right? Not you wouldn't really pose them like this. It's just more range test, I guess. Test of range of motion, right? Um, yeah, you can do it. He can do it all. It looks like he's yeah, right-handed because this could go up and down. And yeah, it looks like he uses the same sleeve as our boy up there. They share the same upper arms, so at least share that. I hope they share the same hands. Then that means his hands will be really open, which is cool because I got a bunch of weapons that are wide for him to open his hands up with. All right, well, folks, that's all I got for this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes. The uh, GI Joe classified Franklin Airborne Talltree edition, number 115. I'm your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.